Good evening. Good evening and welcome. Jane Stone, involuntarily single, sheltering in place, and so glad to see you. Come in, come in. Kick off your slippers and stay a while. You hear so many terrible things about solitary confinement. Now that I've experienced it for 10 months, I'd say it's alarmingly character building. I think that all this alone time has really developed my character from a charming eccentric to a scary weirdo. And I think I may be older than I realize. I'm thinking about the summer before last when I took a bus to go to a doctor appointment. The bus was standing room only, but I managed to wedge myself into a little spot where I could hold on to the pole. Then I see this tiny lady who looked like a 200-year-old slice of dried apple teetering onto the bus, so frail you could blow her over with a fart. So then the bus driver, a formidable woman, turns around in her seat and shouts, "Surrender your seats to the elderly and disabled, or I'm coming after you." Then she rises from her throne and she strong arms her way through the throng of sweaty passengers all the way to the rear of the bus. And she comes right over to me. And she looks me squarely in the eye and says, "Sorry, baby, I couldn't find you a seat." And so there I was, hoping that maybe I looked more disabled than old. These are crazy times, but it seems like the arts can be a comfort. Recently, I read that they're making an online version of Hamlet set in the present in a castle at Mar-a-Lago. Apparently, this Hamlet likes golf. Will Hamlet at Mar-a-Lago say, "To mask or not to mask"? Maybe. But I'm sure he's going to say, "To be or not to be." That's up to Fauci. Do you know that William Shakespeare himself survived several surges of the bubonic plague? He did it by, keeping busy, working from home. During one self-quarantine, he wrote 3 towering masterpieces: Macbeth and King Lear and Antony and Cleopatra. During my quarantine, I'm working from home on my own 3 masterpieces, consuming towering amounts of Ben and Jerry's, growing my tush into a splendid seat cushion, and binge watching every blessed season of Schitt's Creek. And today, I tripped over my shoelaces and counted that as exercise. So, clearly, your visit is the highlight of my day. So take good care of each other, sweethearts. Don't be a stranger. And thanks for coming.